So we've just seen 14 verbs that require être as their auxiliary verb in the past tense. They were monter, rentrer, sortir, venir, arriver, naître, descendre, entrer, retourner, tomber, rester, aller, mourir, and partir. But what do they mean? Well, you can call these verbs verbs of movement because most of them involve some sort of movement. So you could say that the verbs of movement are the verbs that need to use être as their auxiliary verb in the tense. We've had so far aller, which means to go, a clear movement. We've had venir, meaning to come, so that's a movement. Arriver, to arrive, and partir, meaning to leave. So you can see that they're all some sort of movement. Well, let's go through all 14 verbs and see. Monter, monter means to go up. Rentrer, rentrer means to go back. Sortir, sortir means to go out. Venir, venir, venir means to come. Arriver, arriver means to arrive. Naître, naître means to be born. Descendre, descendre means to descend. Entrer, entrer means to enter. Retourner, retourner means to return. Tomber, tomber means to fall. Rester, rester means to stay. Aller, aller means to go. Mourir, mourir means to die. And partir, partir means to leave. So you can see how most of them have some sort of movement involved. Perhaps the to die doesn't really have a movement, but I suppose you can imagine it's moving from the life of the living to the life of the dead. Now, most of the verbs of movement are normal in how they form their past participles. If they end in er, the er becomes an e with an accent. If they end in ir, it becomes an I. And if they end in an re, the re becomes a u. However, there are a few that are irregular, so let's go through them now. So, monter means to go up, and we can change the er to an e with an accent. Monter means gone up or went up. Rentrer means to go back, and again this is a normal one, so rentrer with an accent on the e means gone back or went back. Sortir means to go out. Sorti means gone out or went out. Venir, venir, this is an irregular one. It means to come, and in the past participle it becomes venu. Venu means come or came. Arriver, arriver means to arrive, and it's a normal verb, so in the past we get arriver with an accent on the e, meaning arrived. Naître means to be born. This one is very irregular. In the past participle we get né, né, which means was born. But we do use this in English to show people's maiden names. So if you have a lady who's got married, you might see her write her new surname followed by the letters N-E-E, followed by her old surname. And the letters N-E-E, né, mean born. And there's an extra e on the end because it's describing a lady. So the né means as whatever the first surname was. So it'll be her new surname, and then né, her old surname. So né means was born. Descendre means to descend, and this is a normal verb. So we take the re and replace it with a u, and we get descendu, and that means descended. Entrer means to enter, and entrer with an accent on the e means entered. Retourner means to return. Retourner with an accent on the e means returned. Tomber means to fall, and fall, And tomber with an accent on the E means fallen or fell. So these are all regular verbs so far. Rester means to stay. Rester with an accent on the E means stayed. Aller means to go, and then aller with an accent on the E means gone or went. Mourir is another irregular verb. In the past we get mort, which means died. Mort. And finally, partir means to leave, and parti means left. So the only irregular venir, which becomes venu, naître, which becomes né, and mourir, which becomes mort. And all of the verbs in this Mrs. Van der Tramp list use être as their auxiliary verb.